What is going on, everybody? We're back on it. Berserk 278, 279, possibly 280. You know the drill. I was going to go on a rant for a little bit, but it seems YouTube fixed it. I was going to send them an aggressive email. For some reason, with my videos, especially the ones that I have scheduled ahead and they've been released to Patreon, and then I schedule them to come out on YouTube. So Berserk and One Piece specifically. For some reason, it's like hiding the comments that Patreon members have made. So when it goes public, the comments are just gone. And that happened this week with the Guts Shirka Fusion video that has like one of my favorite colored pages. We had some like good comments on there, a good like 10 or so, and then they were just gone. And then it was happening on my One Piece video. So I was gonna send them an aggressive email, but then like 3 days later, all of a sudden the comments are back. So I don't know if that's a new thing, an issue they were dealing with. It kind of sucks because you want those comments out there when the masses react to it, so they can interact with the comments, which has them coming back to the video. You guys, YouTube shit. So hopefully it's good to go. And another thing, YouTube is not, they're not having it. I had to delete 2 of my favorite Berserk tracks. We had to get rid of the Sign track. We had to get rid of the Ash Crow track, which I like those a lot. And I don't know why. Those songs have been perfectly fine for 250-ish chapters, but they've just not been having it. No matter if I put it, essentially you wouldn't even be able to hear it, and YouTube is still not having it. So we've deleted that. We are now down to, what do we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 4 songs now in rotation. So we're gonna need some more suggestions. You guys let me know. I'm also a little bit ahead here. I'm even ahead of Patreon right now. I'm recording this on a Wednesday. Patreon, you guys won't get this till the following Monday. So leave some song suggestions. We've been leaving off with, I hated to see it, the Guts Zodd team up there, which I hope, I'm curious kind of how that goes. Does it make, because you know Guts, like he sees Zodd, he gets triggered. Does it make us think, do we hate him less? Does Zodd now like us a little bit better? When things clash and come to a head, does Zodd hesitate? Does Guts hesitate? Maybe they think the other one isn't as bad as they seem. Would Zodd betray? I mean, these are a lot of like down the road questions. Ganishka, I think is his name. I think we should team up with him and then deal with the consequences later. It's like he's a piece of shit. Griffith's a piece of shit, but Griffith's like our main enemy in the piece of shit. So we'll just deal with the other piece of shit after, like enemies coming together to take one, and then we can just, whatever's left, we just deal with it. I don't know what we're gonna get into and kind of how that goes, but I do hope I hope Demon King and the Kashan and their magic is an actual threat. And it's not just like a one-off Destiny thing to make Griffith look amazing, but we'll see. Let's press play on this. That's turned up. Hopefully the mic seemed to be on that whole time. We're recording. Alright. 278. So we left off with essentially us pulling him from his astral control, or whatever you want to call that. What the fog? What the fog? The fog's pulling back? Are they all just like going in a single file line back onto the ships to get out of there? That's convenient. Master, not all the Daka nor Shaka have withdrawn. I don't care, we won't be able to collect them all in time. The Harashada must be through in forcing the Daka to commit. They're throwing a lot of big words out there, man. Not a single one must fall into the enemy's hands alive. How could this be? How could there ever be anyone who can injure his majesty? I think this man's got some juice, and hopefully we'll see it when the time comes. Like, I want to see him versus Zodd or some shit like that. I think like everyone was just too cocky here. Hey, should we really be getting this close? Alive, stop, it's dangerous. Damn. I was gonna say if there's ever a chance. Just wanna take Zodd out real quick. But that seemed to be the key. Shit. Well, shit, if he ever wanted to take us out. But here's the thing. Would Destiny allow it? Even if Zodd right now was 100% committed to, like, I'm killing him. Would lightning strike down and prevent him from it? Would something prevent him from doing that? I don't think he is meant to kill him. So I just don't think it would be allowed to happen. How that would be a thing? I don't know. Like, what would stop him? I don't know. That's why it's destiny. Oh, brother. Huge. Don't move. What's the matter? Weren't we going to settle things? Come on and stand up. I'll just tear you apart and eat you. You can't. There won't be any fight to the death. He's up. This like rage look right here, this was wild. He looks like his brother. Like fucking old Grumbeld. Him missing that is still wild to me. And what was the explaining on that again? Zodd was having like a dream, but it was like partially like between realms. He fought Griffith in the dream, but then it affected him in the real. I don't know, and that's why he's bad. Who knows? It's actually a great shot, by the way. He stood up, bro, and we've been this has been going on for like 10 chapters, maybe even more. His body's going to be ruined. We haven't even recovered from the first time. Speaking of Grumbeld, we put the armor on. Then we're not fully recovered from, and then we wore it. We've had it like fully in effect. That took us over one time since then. Then another time it was about to. Shirka took control, but then it did take us. This has been a mess. I don't even want to know what the recovery time's gonna look like on this, but maybe us going to that elvish place can speed that. I don't know. He stood up. Of course he did. How's he alive? We'll see to our duel another time. A time when we can bloody each other to our heart's content. Oh yeah, he's got shit to do. Captain Zodd, isn't that the Black Swordsman? Black Swordsman, another enemy for us apostles. Besides, he's got the brand on him. He's a so-called offering that was sacrificed to us. There's no way we should pass him up here. Anyhow, lately I've forgotten the taste of human... Yeah, he ain't letting that happen. But see, here's the thing. Don't forget, we're the Hawk's warriors. We've come to wage war. So that's a great shot, too, by the way. Say this was to happen, right? Let's remove the bonding experience they just had when they flew in together and pushed back Ganishka and everything else. Say that didn't happen and Zodd just plops on the ground in front of us. And we're in this weakened state. If this apostle tried to come, you think he would stop him as well? I feel like he would, because I feel like he wants that for himself. I don't think he'd let any of the... Not to protect us, but because he wants that. I don't know. That's just my interpretation. Our master's orders are to thrash the Kashan enchanted beast. We didn't come to indulge in our cravings. And we're done here. Oh, of course he's calling them back. Just a goddamn minute. If you all are here, then is he? Does that mean Griffith's nearby too? I would hate this because... Damn it, man. He keeps catching us at our lowest. Like, we can never get in front of him, like, in our Sunday best. Like, ready to go. I don't think he's going to be here. What do you do once you hear the answer? If he is, will you fight with our master as he rides in here? That changes things. Even if you were crippled, our entire army would just mince you into 100 pieces of meat. Damn. Look at the rage face he put on. And agreed, like, what can you do? What could you actually do? That's what I'm saying. He still has that in him, by the way. That, like a dog in a car, or a dog seeing a squirrel. It's like, oh, Griffith, run. Like, I must chase. Like, he gets triggered. And if things like this keep happening, we can't do it by ourselves. We need... I don't know if we need him. Maybe we go to the elves and they've got something that we can, like, have as backup or something. What are you gonna do with this? All this shit here. You're never gonna get to him. I think even with the armor, it might get you through 95% of the apostles. Probably gonna have some issues with maybe like 2 or 3. But the physical toll that that would take to then have to go up against a Zodd, to then, what would you even have left by the time you got to Griffith? And who's to say the other God Hand wouldn't step in? I don't know. It's just a mess. You would never get within 5 feet of him, in my opinion. Whoa! Oh, Sir Peacock said, "I'll step up in here real quick." What is it? What's the purpose here? Okay. Jeez, Sir Pico. Pico, this ends here. You couldn't care less about some feud between monsters. Is that not the case? Yeah, that's what he said. Cedra, what are you gonna do? Oh my god, you want some of this? Yo! Gandalf back there. Why does Casca look so grown? I guess because they have Farnese kneeling. You gonna say or do anything here to quell this? Like, say they really started to go at it. Can you not, like, put them in a trance or put up any type of magical barrier or a wall of fire? Anything? Nothing at all? I don't know. It is. That's that. Alright. I'm done here too. Go on, get lost. Yeah. Oogie. Oh man, what an event. That's a lot. Are we safe? What was she freaking out about? Was there care in her voice? Oh, her voice was... I don't know if she has a voice. Is there care in there, or... Do you think that's the only reason he stopped, by the way? Because they specifically show this panel of her. He's clearly looking back in that direction, because why show her face? Interesting. And don't come back. Have you and those things met before? What does it flippin' look like, bro? They know me by name. And he's out. Yeah, that would have lasted 2 seconds. He simply passed out. Though in this situation I cannot say he is fine, even for mere peace of mind. Good grief, he must have stood up just so he can antagonize. We should hurry on board my ship. Can't treat him or anything here. Or the girl either. There's an undamaged small boat over here. Alright, let's get going. The chances... Hold on. Is that old man? Old Farnese's second in command? Just passed it on the ship? That's not what I was referring to, though. The chances that this ship he keeps talking about would even be in that dock or in that port actually... what do we call ships? I don't know, voyageable or whatever you want to... It's zero. No. No, 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 no. Why must I just do it already? He was leaping around with a sword and armor this heavy? Gently, gently. Okay, let's go. Why must I... Use your arms, not your mouth, pal? Come here, you do some work too? Good grief, just when I thought he'd healed, not 3 days ago. Not 3 days go by and he's already in pieces. It's gonna dry me out. A maiden's skin dried to the bone. It will be farewell to land. Be farewell to land for a while. Just what's this world coming to anyway? I don't know if she'll ever see her father and mother again, but I do think they're alive because I don't think the entire town got overrun. And see, here's the thing though, I hate that like Griffith might get to what's the word? Take on that victory of... So now he's got essentially the whole entire religious sect in the palm of his hand. Now he might have the richest people in the continent loyal to him as well for saving them. That's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot. What's on that hillside? What are we looking at? This guy. This guy. Alright. Let's see what we got. That was actually a decent lengthed chapter there. Alright, let's see the aftermath. I'm sure this is gonna be some shit. Actual shit. What a sight. Imagine the naval yard of the Holy See. Alliance armies reduced to ashes in a single night. Where did that huge crowd of monsters disappear? All that remains are corpses of Kashan troops and beasts. Does it mean this was some dream? Y'all are lucky to be alive, and so many of you, honestly. We have a message, clear the way. What's going on inside? It's hard to say for sure with all the chaos. Like I said, a Kashan sneak attack, right? Ow, look how many troops around the city. Not a single rat's getting in. You hear? The ones who ran out here were carrying on about monsters? What should we do? All our higher ups went to the party and we don't know where they are. How should I know? Let's wait for now and see. Let's wait and see for now. I'm sure there might still be enemies inside. Ask you again, where are these Kashan? Might be on your ass. Reporting. The Kashan they... Anyway, my lord, see for yourself. Well, this was their plan originally. Weren't they supposed to just run through it with monsters and beasts and then send their ground troops in after the fact? This is some Lord of the Rings Return of the King type battle for Gondor type shit. Like, they're out here ready to go. And here's the thing though, like, what's his cooldown timer on that shit? When he can just like project in the sky? Because like, oh yeah, we got him, we pushed him back. Can he just read that shit back up like instantly, or like I don't know the specifics on it. Because they could literally be on his ass, but then the same thing again, I'm sure Griffith's troops would roll back in and it would just all be a mess. But Griffith's here for this. I'm assuming he's got his troops here, and that's what this is going to be about. Young master, what do you intend to do? One of the Hawk's troops has undeniably made for this land. Being a small force, it is probably impossible for it to influence the general current of this war. But if we do not inform the Emperor of this, for the Kashan, it will... Yeah, you've got to let him know that, like, hey, you're about to send in your troops, but the Hawk is present, so... Didn't you see? He was inhuman. You're saying we should entrust the fate of our clan to such a demon lord? Master, when did they... And with a gigantic force, enough to encircle the armies of the Holy See Alliance? We're in trouble. Contact headquarters? Where's the cap? Oh, they're all freaking out. What about our army? Move it, I'm pinned in. Wouldn't it be better to run? Yeah, it's not good. If we're forced into battle like this, it doesn't matter how large our army is. No, because it's so large, once it slips into chaos, it'll be uncontrollable. Yeah. Damn, they're on elephants and shit. Oof. I'm assuming Griffith is going to be here with some ground troops as well, or what? It's true that we've expended nearly all the Pashaka we control in this area, but our strategic arrangement is superior. In war, what ultimately determines the tide are numbers. There's no substitute for overwhelming military force. Majesty, your orders. Purge them. Oh shit, and he's here? Ah, so him and Griffith are both here. Raining fire down on him. I thought maybe this would, like, not actually end in conflict. Like, something would happen, like Griffith would walk up and make them second guess. No, they're... It's going down. So that chapter went by so fast and the last one was so long. So we'll do 3. Triple header here, because we're not even at 20 minutes, I don't think. This is a mess. They just got a second to calm down, too. And they're so scattered. They have no command. Nothing's going on here. Yeah. Yeah. This is pretty bad here, boys. Yeah. Griffith, you got some Midland troops on you, or what? Yeah, this is just a slaughter at this point. They have the walls on their side at least, but, like... How long does that last? What does that really do for you? Yeah, they're not in even any formations or anything. They're just getting rolled over and scattering. Fall back to the city, get inside the walls, we'll be crushed. All the enemy's doing is pressing a large army down on us, but right now we've no way of contesting it. The attack last night was nothing more than a strategic maneuver to disarray our command system and facilitate the siege. Yeah. Yeah. The outcome was already decided by the time they formed their ranks. Yeah, we're in chaos. Barely survived the night. And now they're coming with ground troops just cleansing us or purging us. I don't even know if we're saying us, them. In a battle between two large forces, once the balance tips, the flow can't be changed. Destroyed. The Holy See Alliance armies will be destroyed. So I'm assuming this is where maybe the Pope will come in, or what? I don't know what we're calling him. But who shot these arrows? Old Legolas over there with his special bow and shit. Yeah. Yeah, here we go. And I hate it so much that they're really gonna be, I mean, it's a great play. They're gonna be seen as like the saviors, like, oh my god, they did it, they saved us. The Hawks, you know, the band of the Hawk did it, and we're so loyal to them, and yada yada yada. Okay, bro. Alright. Got his special bow out there. He's plucking them off, but still, even that's not going to be enough. Honestly, he'll run out of arrows before he takes all them down. But it gets their attention. How long do we continue advancing? Until orders are given to shut up and charge. But if we don't change direction, yeah, you're just gonna like, what's the play here? How do we get through this wall? You're gonna be in their arrow range soon in a minute. What? They're plunging into the moat? Yeah, like, what the... Who's leading this shit? It looks so good on paper, but now we're just kind of... What's the cavalry doing? They're a disgrace to the Kashan? What is this Amaterasu shit we just got hit by? What's wrong? I don't know, just all of a sudden? Anybody got eyes on this shit? Look, this time it's the huge beast. What the hell's happening on this battlefield? Young Master, this might be... No, might be, it is. It is. What the hell is going on? And that's how it ends? Oh shit. Okay. We'll take that here. I was gonna say that panel with Zodd choking out the other apostle was the best, but that's pretty great. I mean, it's the conundrum we've kind of been in the whole time we've been talking about it. Zodd over there, apostles want to take out the Black Swordsman. It's just never gonna be okay, and I don't know what his plan is. Does he still think? Because he's even been told, I'm pretty sure Skull Knight told him, like, this is going to keep finding you. You might be able to try to go run off and live a peaceful life and think you can escape it, but, like, Destiny is going to find you. And I'm under the impression he should just go at it head on. Make the alliances you can. When are you really going to be physically strong? Like, he's in his prime. Well, I don't know the damage that we've taken from the suit, so let's see that, but do we think Guts 10, 15 years from now is going to be better than what he is right now? Everybody ages and slows down unless you're telling me he's not human, which maybe he's not. You've got yourself, you've got Shirka, Serpico, and I can't even believe I'm saying these names when you see what's out there. Do you see what we just went through the last, like, 5 chapters? Of these mythical beasts and these things doing that, and people controlling the tides and the oceans and the elements from the sky, and I've got demigods and unkillable things that control destiny and yada yada. I'm like, oh yeah, we've got Serpico. Okay. Like, I don't even know, but I do think he should have, like, Ganishka, Demon Lord, Warboy, I'm down. This thing's gonna... So I'm curious what he decides to do, because for the last maybe 100+ chapters, he's been very just, I'll take the help of others. I don't need to seek revenge. I'm not going for fights anymore. This can be done with people. There's a life that could be lived. And I'm curious if and when he has an epiphany one day and he's like, okay, the life I want of like peace and trying to get Casca back and, you know, not having Isidro in danger and just kind of living out and doing these things, that can't be had. I can't get to this point of the road because this is in the way. And right now the wall that's in the way of what he wants to get to, this here, to get through this wall, is a Griffith. And I'm under the impression, me as a reader, he's never going to be able to truly get that until he gets rid of him. So how that'll be, whether he's going to, because he can't just like walk up to Griffith, first of all, to get through all the men that probably are loyal to him now for saving Midland and the city, then to get through all the apostles, then to get through whatever other god hand might intervene, destiny, yada yada, blah blah blah, to even have anything left to, we still don't even know if he can actually even fight Griffith. Now, I don't know if him now being an actual like physical being on Earth makes it easier to kill or what, but I think now there's even, I would say he might be stronger, but he also might be killable because he is a, but again, who's to say just because I kill his physical body means anything? Again, I don't know if that means anything. We don't even know what he's able to do, etc., etc. But whatever it is, I don't think he can do it alone. Guts. I think he should take the time to team up and just go after it. Now, will he? I don't know. We're less than, I'm gonna find out in less than 100 chapters, so we'll see. Appreciate it, everybody. Like, share, favorite, subscribe, and as always,